Welcome back to Data Protection Diaries. Welcome back to the vlog. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new changes to the iOS 14.05 update from Apple, which is going to severely restrict the way in which organizations can use data collected by your phone, so data collected about you while you're using your mobile phone, and restrict the way in which advertisers can then present personalized ads to you. I don't think there's been a great deal of talk about this. There's been a couple of news articles out in Wired and a couple of other things. But for many, it seems that actually the update hasn't yet come through. So what we're going to do in this video is look at what that update means, and is it going to be as significant for the ad industry, and in particular Facebook, as some people seem to think it's going to be. So what's being changed? Well, what's happening is that at the minute your phone, your iPhone, your device has a very unique identifier provided to it by Apple. So it's all built into the phone. You can't change it, you can't move it, you can't transfer it. It just belongs to that device. And what that identifier does is it tracks you throughout all of the application that you use while you're using your mobile phone. So the apps that you're opening, the things that you're clicking on, anything that you're engaging with. And then that data can be transferred by those apps to another company, for instance, Facebook, and that company can then use that information to target you with personalized ads. Now, you may have seen this and you may have a recollection of this. For instance, if you've been on ASOS, you've been looking around on ASOS, then you go onto Facebook and all of a sudden you're being shown adverts. You're being shown information about products that you were just looking at, be it a t-shirt. That t-shirt may well appear in an advert on Facebook. And that is how personalized ads work. Of course, the other side of that is also that the information that is being collected is, of course, very valuable. And it's very valuable to organizations such as Facebook, because once they have that information, they can then create a profile of what you look like. So you, as an individual, your buying habits, the kind of things you've been clicking on, the kind of things that you've been buying, they can then combine that with the information that they hold on Facebook already. And they can then create profiles of people that look like you, and they can show personalized ads to those people and sell that advertising to the apps that you've been using. Well, what's changing is that Apple has said that that is no longer fair. They don't think that the way in which advertisements are being shared and the way in which these unique identifiers are being used is correct. Now, it's already possible within the iOS 14 application to go into your security and into your privacy settings and turn off your ad tracking. You can do that yourself. What's changing here is that Apple is now going to turn that off by default. So when you download the software, you will literally be asked if you want to allow applications to track you so that they can serve you with personalized ads. And if you don't click accept or allow, it will not allow the applications that you use on your phone to share the information that it collects and share those unique identifiers with Facebook. So you will no longer receive personal ads within the applications that you use on your mobile phone. So you will not see ads based on your browsing history, based on your interaction with the applications on your phone. In addition to this, any applications on your phone that want to use the information that it can garner from your use of their application, so by browsing, by clicking on things, those apps will also have to ask you if you want them to share your information with other third parties, with other data brokers, again, so that they can serve you with targeted adverts. The big thing here is that, of course, for an organization like Facebook, which is essentially a marketing organization, this is potentially going to limit the amount of information that they have access to in order for them to be able to sell their business, sell their advertising to other organizations and other companies so that they can show ads which might make you buy the things that you've been looking at, or show those ads to other people who may like to buy the things that you like to buy. How significant is this? For the world of privacy, for the world of data protection, it is hugely significant. This is the first time that any kind of tech company, any kind of organization of any reasonable size has really been able to take on people like Facebook and the ad industry in any meaningful fashion. By changing the way in which the data is consumed, by putting it back in the hands of the consumer and giving that control back to the user, is incredibly important. What effect is it going to have on Facebook and the way Facebook operates is still yet to be seen. There is consideration that Facebook are saying that in order for their services to be free, they need to have access to data so that they can sell that data to advertisers, so that they can show you ads, so that you can continue to use their platform and they keep getting paid. But let's not be disillusioned here. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that holds more information about individuals in the world at large than any other single entity on the face of the planet. So although they're not going to have access to some data, they are still going to have access to a lot of data. Much of Facebook's own marketing activities is often based on your own browsing from within the Facebook application. So what may potentially happen, and certainly what apparently Mark Zuckerberg was mentioning on a recent Clubhouse chat, was that you may start to see organizations actually pile more of their money and more of their time and their revenue actually into using the Facebook app to do their advertising rather than worrying about trying to sell in other places. So this could actually have a positive impact on the revenue for Facebook, although it is also potentially going to have a positive impact on the individuals at large and how we are tracked and how people use our information to provide us services that then become free, so that they can actually monetize that and, in essence, find a different way of making money. It will very much depend on the number of people that determine that they no longer want to be tracked and are happy to turn those things off. But there is always going to be a subset of people who are happy to be shown personalized ads, who are happy to see the things that they want to buy because they find it convenient and they're happy to pay that price. I don't think we're going to see the full impact of this change for a long time to come. I have a feeling that no matter what happens, really, Facebook is always going to try and put it in a positive spin. But this isn't just about Facebook. It's important to remember this is about the whole advertising ecosystem online. Anything that's running advertising off apps and applications is going to have to change. And I think that's a really significant change for the industry. I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to happen here. Obviously, we'll talk about it more as and when we find out what's going on. Personally, I'm going to turn off ad tracking on my phone when the iOS update comes through. Yes, I could have already done it, but I'm interested to see how it works from the point that I update the software to what it was like before. And obviously, we'll keep you updated on that as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.